Nothing changed. He deserved the knockout because he never changed something like supposed to change.
Martin Bakole didn't hold back. He predicted the downfall before the fight even began, and Dubois walked straight into it. Same style, no jab, no evolution. He fought like a man who had already given up. Fans have lost all hope in him, calling him soft, calling him a quitter, calling him done. And Bakole's praise didn't stop there. Next, he breaks down why Usyk is simply built different.
Before the fight, even today, that Daniel Dubois would never pass 5 rounds if he kept boxing like the same way he boxed last time he fought Usyk. But he did the same. There was no jab, nothing changed. He deserved the knockout because he never changed something like.
Bakole's admiration for Usyk says it all, calling him a machine, the best right now, and undefeated for a reason. While Dubois crumbled, Usyk soared. This wasn't just a win, it was a reminder that the gap in levels is enormous. Dubois is out of his depth, while Usyk remains in a league of his own.
The best for right now, for this moment now, is the best. Retire or keep fighting. He done amazing. This guy is a machine, so it's the best right now, to be honest. So he's still undefeated. Nobody beat him.
But now things take a sharp turn because Derek Chisora steps in and he's pointing fingers at Dubois's entire team. Derek Chisora ripped into the mindset of Team Dubois, and he's not wrong. They were too focused on the past, whining about body shots and controversy instead of preparing to win. That killer instinct was nowhere to be seen. If you don't train like a beast, you'll keep getting eaten alive. Simple as that.
On the performance, I gave everything I had. It just wasn't, probably a few things I could have sharpened up on, but take no credit away.
And just when you think the criticism couldn't get any worse, Chisora goes even further, calling it exactly how it looked. He quit. That's all Chisora needed to say, to sum it up. No excuses, no sympathy, just facts. Dubois didn't rise to the occasion. He folded under pressure. When everyone had laid the table for him to shine, he choked. And the post-fight chaos was pure embarrassment. This wasn't a defeat, it was a disaster.
I'm speechless. I usually got a lot to say. I'm speechless. The fight ended in round 4, and we got conned out of it. Period.
And just when you think the criticism couldn't get any worse, Chisora goes even further, calling it exactly how it looked. He quit. That's all Chisora needed to say, to sum it up. No excuses, no sympathy, just facts. Dubois didn't rise to the occasion. He folded under pressure. When everyone had laid the table for him to shine, he choked. And the post-fight chaos was pure embarrassment. This wasn't a defeat, it was a disaster.
Amazing. No one was expecting that. But I said it before the fight. I said Dubois will get knocked out around 4 or 5. He will never pass 5 rounds. So because I said it, if he wanted to keep the same style that he fought with Usyk will knock him out easy. But if he changed some couple stuff, he would done well. But sorry to him, and it happened today. One punch in the head can change everything.
Don Charles didn't sugarcoat it. He stood there, stunned, speechless, and fuming. Round 4, and it was over. No plan B, no heart, just chaos. "We got conned" sounds more like an excuse than reflection. Truth is, they were outclassed. Dubois and his camp weren't ready. Not mentally, not physically, not at all. And once again, Martin Bell returns. This time doubling down on why he knew exactly how this was going.
Daniel's obviously very disappointed. He's in the dressing room at the moment, and if he's going to come back, he's got to learn from it. He's only 27.
Frank Warren's tone said it all. Disappointment, reflection, and doubt. At 27, yes, Dubois still has time, but what's the point of time if you don't learn? This was supposed to be his breakthrough, his redemption, after the Usyk body shot controversy. Instead, it was a brutal reminder that he's mentally fragile and tactically lost. Warren's trying to cushion the blow, but even he knows Dubois failed when it mattered most. The age argument only goes so far. Fans don't want to hear he's still young when he's been pro since 2017 and keeps collapsing under pressure. If Dubois wants to come back, it's not just about training. It's about changing everything from mindset to corner. The excuses are wearing thin, and the public's patience is nearly gone. And while Dubois sulked in the dressing room, Usyk's performance had legends in the sport, talking Russ Amber being dominating.
I thought he was doing the things that I think Dubois did what I expected him to do, and Usyk did what I expected him to do. He controlled, moved, waited, but then he started landing hard.
Russ Amber's take shows exactly why Usyk is being celebrated like a legend right now. The man went in there with bad intentions, not just to win, but to dominate. At 38, he's not slowing down, he's actually getting sharper. You look at the evolution. From his early heavyweight fights to now, there's no drop-off. In fact, he's dismantling opponents more efficiently each time, and that's the scary part. While guys like Dubois are stalling, Usyk's climbing into another gear. It's not just physical, it's IQ, discipline, timing, and pressure handling. When Usyk stepped into that ring, age was irrelevant. All that mattered was his focus and the fact that he's figured out how to break heavyweights down piece by piece. Dubois wasn't just outgunned, he was outclassed by a man who's aging like fine wine in a division full of flat beer. Even Eddie Hearn had to take his hat off because Usyk didn't just survive Dubois, he bullied him.
Was under pressure in the first round because Dubois comes out fast like he did against AJ, and if he catches you, you're in trouble. And I think just after that, he just decided basically, I'm not going to go on the back foot anymore. I'm going to take the fight to Dubois. And he just kind of beat him up and obviously stopped him. I mean, he's beaten AJ twice, Fury twice, Dubois twice.
So Eddie Hearn summed it up best. Usyk felt the heat early on and decided to flip the script. Dubois started fast, sure, but once Usyk got a read, it was over. No retreat, no hesitation. He walked Dubois down and tore him apart. That's not just talent, that's championship mentality. Usyk didn't just react, he controlled the narrative. He took what was supposed to be Dubois's moment and turned it into a masterclass, and Hearn laying out that list. AJ twice, Fury twice, now Dubois, it hits hard. We're witnessing a generational fighter who's making elite opponents look ordinary. Meanwhile, Dubois is being left behind in every way, physically, mentally, and historically. Usyk's not just defending belts, he's building a legacy. And nights like this prove just how wide the gap is between greatness and guys who just show up with a puncher's chance. And Conor Ben, he didn't hold back either. What he said next will rattle a few boxing purists.
Best heavyweight there is currently, and I don't see anybody beating him.
Is he as good as Muhammad Ali? It's not a crazy thing to say, I don't think, at this point.
The thing is, you can't really do the comparisons, do you know what I mean? But I do think he's one of the best currently now to do it.
Who do you want to see Usyk fight next, or just sail off?
He can sail off into the sunset and he's done everything. Do you know what I mean? He's phenomenal fighter, man. You're watching him, I'm just watching him, I'm going, oh my God. Like, that's God-given talent.
Conor Ben dropped the bomb with that one, comparing Usyk to Muhammad Ali. Some fans will call it blasphemy. Others might just nod in silence, because Usyk is doing things we haven't seen in decades. Undefeated, undisputed at cruiserweight, dominant. At heavyweight, slaying giants with skill, footwork, and grit. Ben's point isn't about legacy yet, it's about form. And in this moment, Usyk really might be the best fighter on the planet. What he's doing transcends belts. He's taking out the biggest names, the loudest mouths, and the toughest styles with ease. And unlike most heavyweights, he's doing it while moving like a lightweight. Dubois looked lost because Usyk made him look lost. It's that simple. We may never get another Ali, but right now, Usyk is the closest thing the sport has to greatness in motion.
Listen, he was unbelievable. He was on form today. He boxed great. He did the right things. He was counter-punching, and he was moving well, and he wasn't getting caught. And he started off with a jab, so what can you say?
When Lennox Lewis, one of the most respected heavyweights of all time, speaks like this, it means something. His praise wasn't just polite, it was earned. Usyk didn't just win, he boxed flawlessly. He started sharp, used his jab to set the rhythm, slipped shots with grace, and timed every counter like a surgeon. Lennox highlighting the jab speaks volumes. That's what separates elite technicians from brawlers. And what Dubois failed to establish at all, Usyk dictated the pace, made Dubois miss, and punished him with precision. It wasn't flashy for the sake of highlight reels. It was effective, disciplined boxing at the highest level, and the scary part, Usyk made it look effortless. This wasn't just another defense, it was a statement to the world. While younger fighters fumble the basics, Usyk is putting on clinics under pressure. Lennox knows what it takes to dominate in the heavyweight jungle, and when even he's impressed, you know, you're witnessing something special. But the breakdown doesn't stop there. Joseph Parker offered his analysis next, and it's just as telling.